created.
What is discrimination against preborn?
What is discrimination against preborns?
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 No one in their right mind thinks that it's okay to treat another person less than a person because of any arbitrary condition or attribute that they assign to them.
Carl Sandburg, the great 20th century American poet, said the word that he despised the most in the English language was the word exclusive. What is it in the American culture that just makes us kind of rage against this idea of exclusion? Why do we just get riled up when we hear someone is being discriminated against?
Everybody knows the right way to treat someone. Everybody knows we give everyone respect, we give everyone the things that they need. If someone is weak and is needing a special service, we give it to them.
Intrinsically, we all do want to believe that our fellow man is equal.
We all know, both pro-choicers and pro-lifers, that discrimination is bad.
We as people really just rage against the idea of someone being judged by a criteria. I don't like being judged when I don't fulfill maybe a certain standard that culture has for me, when I don't measure up. It's just, we know that people are people intrinsically.
What happens with discrimination is misconceptions and arbitrary opinions about certain groups of people are propagated and end up getting into a society, and people will accept these beliefs without even really thinking about them.
We can go back to slavery. When President Lincoln ran to be president of the United States, he ran against a man named Douglas. And this individual was pro-slavery. At the time, Douglas thought that being able to own an individual, being able to discriminate an individual was okay.
Normally, we believe in doing the right thing, treating everyone fairly. But then someone comes along with an idea that says, we can treat these people a little bit differently because they're not like us. And so, maybe they're not white enough, or they're not male enough, they're not rich enough. And they've got all these things that they say, well, they're not enough of, and so we can treat them a little bit differently. We don't have to care about them the way that other people do. We kind of lapse in our conscience. And we believe that kind of discrimination, that lie. We find ourselves in this situation today. Except the group of people that is being discriminated against is our own children.
As pro-lifers, we see the truth that preborns are no different than anyone who has already been born. We see that when someone says that a fetus is a blob of tissue, it's pure discrimination. It's dehumanization. When someone treats a fetus as nothing more than the object of a philosophical argument, that's discrimination. They're ignoring the personhood of that small person. And yes, they are less developed than some of us, and maybe they're not able to breathe on their own yet, or to eat on their own yet. But we know, we have the truth, that these qualities are not things that a person's right to life should be based on. We know, as pro-lifers, the truth that fetuses, preborns, are human beings, and they deserve rights. They deserve every right to life that we have.
Welcome to the personalism movement.
Welcome to the personalism movement.
Welcome to the personalism movement. Welcome to the personalism movement.
Welcome to the personalism movement. It's about people.
Some of those people are in the room right now. We have this kind of control, okay? We have the ability to get these kinds of messages out everywhere. And not only that, this is personalism cinema, okay? I want to know, personalism is not about me. Believe it or not, these values are in you. These messages are already in you. Maybe not yet articulated. Maybe not yet perfected, okay? Or maybe they are, based on your experiences. But what do you want to say? This is where the personalism movement wants to get interactive, okay? This movement is not about me, it's not about this book necessarily, because I told you, most of you people could probably come up with this, but you should read it anyway, because it helps you to think about it from another person's perspective. And that's a plug, shameless plug. All right. But we can take this video project around the country. We can bring our HD videos to your campuses. We can bring our green screen. We can bring our professional lighting, and we've got the video editor who won the SFLA video contest last year. Okay, she's gotten her degree in film studies, or about to get it, I guess. And she can put together professional videos on professional equipment. Just gigantic dual screen Apple monitors and everything like that. We can do that to let you get your voices out there. Why? Because I want to saturate society with the idea that the right to life knows no discrimination. I want to make, if possible, God willing, the largest media campaign ever for human rights in this manner. Because that's what MLK did. He talked about the goodness in people, that we can all sit at the table of brotherhood. The pro-life movement is waiting for that, and it can come straight from your mouths. You tell me what you want to say. This personalism movement, and here's how it all looks. This is what we were doing. I'm sorry if the movie was a little dark. There's nothing I could do about the projector. But the personalism movement, see, the best way we can do all this is if we talk. You can talk to me. I have a personal email address I'm about to put up there. And you can email me now if you want to do this on your campus. Or if you need me to speak at your campus. Or anything that where I can help you put together a non-discrimination message that has a positive, beautiful language to it. All right? So these messages will not be effective, okay, unless we all say them. If I'm just saying them, it's not enough. But I know you guys want to say it. There's that values gap there. Okay? We can create this theme and purpose. And then the final part of this is that I really want to be networked. I want to know you. I'm not here just as a speaker. I'm not a cut and run speaker. They didn't pay me for this. I don't just go somewhere, get my money, go back somewhere else. I actually want to know you. That means you can talk to me after this presentation. You can see me at the table, and at my table on the first floor of the Principal Center. You can talk about anything that's on your mind. Because I want to know where you're at and what I can do to serve you. All right, we have the financial means to do it. Hopefully it'll remain that way. We have the ability, we can control our own media. If everybody here posts this, if you can get all your friends together for a video like this, and everybody posts it to their Facebook profile, people won't be able to ignore it. And people will know how to talk about it, finally. All right? So our website is www.personalismmovement.com. It's always being updated, so come back often. And that's my email address. It's in the book, it's on my pamphlets. That goes directly to me. There's nobody who's going to say like, oh, the personalism movement, thanks you for your kind response, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is about people. This is about the fact that I'm looking at you and I see that you all know these messages. You all have these values. And I am putting trust in God that you all will find a way to speak it to our nation. And I just want to be there with you. And that's all. So thank you. Contact